Hello, I'm Miguel Garza and welcome to Vinum Populi. Once again, we're here again with Brigida, sampling a little more wine. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. The first wine we have, the wine we have right now is the Planeta Cerasuolo di Vittoria.
And where is this wine from?
This wine is actually from Sicily or Sicilia, however you want to say it. And kind of an interesting little story with this wine. Cerasuolo di Vittoria, there was actually Sicily has made grapes for hundreds of years now and produced wines. And it was about in the 1400s that this kind of area, Cerasuolo di Vittoria in Vittoria, became a production where the queen or duchess of that area at the time, she promised the families if they would come and settle this area of Sicily, as long as they produced a certain amount of grapevines, they could also have the same amount of property as their land. So then it became kind of a grape growing region.
What kind of varietals are in this wine?
In this wine, it's Nero d'Avola, which Nero d'Avola is a varietal that is indigenous to Sicily. So you can almost smell, one of the key characteristics to Nero d'Avola is a little bit of, it has a kind of smell of seawater.
Really? It smells to me like cranberries, like those crazies.
It does.
Have you ever eaten those? It smells like really crazy.
No, it does. It does have that hint. And the reason being, a lot of people say that Nero d'Avola is somewhat similar to like Syrah, but if you smell it, in Sicily it's so hot that a lot of times what's unusual is they plant their vines and they dig out a ditch and they plant their vines below the surface, so the hot air, when it gets really warm in the summer, blows over the top and it doesn't burn the grapes.
Smart.
Yeah, it is kind of smart. So, and then the other varietal is Frappato.
What is it?
Frappato.
And what is that?
Another indigenous grape. It's normally used for mixing and blending. So I've never ran into a Frappato that's its own wine, but this is only about 5%, I think, Frappato. Now,
It's pretty good.
you like it?
I don't know, it's kind of sour.
It is a little sour.
A little bit sour.
What I always say about Cerasuolo is that it's more of a wine drinker's wine. And what I mean by that is you can taste it's not really big or huge, but if you take another sip and really suck the air over your tongue and push it up against the top of your palate and then swallow and let it sit for a second. A lot of people don't like it because it's a little light, but there's a lot of kind of nuances that are going on that if you're not paying attention, it's going to be missed. So if you're more of a New World wine drinker where you like big fruit bombs that are just huge and overdone, this definitely isn't your type of wine. But it's very interesting. So you can get some plum in it, you get a little bit of cherry, and then there's...
I taste the cherry, I think.
Yeah, and so there's a little tropical fruit, almost like a banana hint to it in the aftertaste, which is really nice. And in that way, it's not necessarily the best like initial tasting wine, but it's very interesting on your palate to drink and consume. So the more wine you drink, a lot of times you go from things that initially you thought were real fantastic, just big fruity things, to you want something that's more interesting and a little more nuanced.
Yeah, this is the most interesting one that I've tasted all day. I really like this one.
Well, cheers. Salute.